Hi, my name is Claudia Simmons. I was raised in a religious home. My family were Methodists, and we went to church together as a family every Sunday. I always believed in a Heavenly Father and in His Son, Jesus Christ. That was part of my upbringing, and I wholeheartedly believed in that. We lived in a neighborhood where many of the other neighbors were members of the Mormon church. And that's where I first learned about the church. I was maybe 12 or 13 at the time. I used to babysit for those families and loved their children and got acquainted with them, but never really delved much into the doctrine or any of that sort of thing when I was that young. But when I was in high school, my family moved to Helena, Montana. And I was introduced to a number of people, and one of them was a young man who immediately at our first meeting told me he was a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And we talked about it, and I told him about the Mormons I had known and how much I respected their family values and cared about them as people. Well, we started dating, and I went to church with him several times, was very impressed with his family and his friends. And after we got out of high school and into college, I began taking the discussions from the sister missionaries. And that was a very special time in my life. I was a sophomore in college, and we'd meet with the sister missionaries. They introduced me to the Book of Mormon and gave me one. I began reading it in my dorm room and praying about it, and came to know that it was true and that I wanted to be a member. And I was baptized when I was 20 years old. I had a very firm conviction of the gospel at that point. My family was a little chagrined to hear that I was going to join the Mormons in their faith, but they understood. They never joined themselves, but were very tolerant of our beliefs and our religion. They'd come after I married this young man who I told you about, and we began our family. They'd come to the blessings and baptisms of our children and to special occasions at church. I remember one time they had attended church with us, and after the sacrament meeting, my dad turned to me and we'd sung the song, "I Stand All Amazed," and that song has always meant a great deal to me. And my dad said, "That is a beautiful song. I love the words." And that touched me and meant a lot to me that he would feel that way. I've been a member now for almost 48 years. I am so grateful I was able to find the gospel in my life, and for the people who helped me learn and grow in the church. I appreciate so much my membership.